Hello, friends. Welcome back to our next session. Here, let us look into the various configurations a transistor can be used as an amplifier. Transistor is basically made up of three terminals, and we need one terminal for input, one terminal for output. So, considering which one has input, which one has output, we find the circuit behave differently. So we basically find three options like base can be input, collector can be output, or base can be input, emitter can be output, or emitter may be input and collector may be output. So we have basically these three configurations, and instead of remembering the what two are used, it is easier to remember what is not used. So input is applied at base, but when you apply input, that means you need two terminals. So the input is applied between base and something, and output is collected between collector and something, and that something is the missing one here, and that is what we call the emitter. In this case, emitter is common to both input as well as output. So this configuration we call common emitter because input is at base, output is at collector. So we call it common emitter. Input is at base, output is at emitter. So what is common? Common should be collector. And input is emitter, output is collector, then the third one should be common. So this is called common base. So we have three configurations: common emitter, common collector, and common base. Now, if you just look at the various properties of what they are, how they behave, then we can understand which one is useful when. So let's see one by one. So let us start with something called common emitter as we discussed in our previous case. Common emitter is input applied at the base and output is taken at the collector. Input is applied at the base, so it is maybe through base resistance, and output is taken at the collector after this RC. So we have supply voltage. So yes, we are trying to amplify. Amplify means it's not a some magic show that we create something from vacuum. No, we are not creating any extra energy from null. What we are doing is we are creating high power output only through some extra power source. So whatever extra power we are getting is not from the void, it is being taken from external source. So we have external source of power which will give us the additional things whatever we are getting. So it's nothing to do with the magic. So it's not creating something from void. Okay, now what is it? So when you apply voltage, a small change in voltage here will create small change in current here. A small change in current here will create large change in current here, and large change in current across this will create large change in current across a large change in voltage across this resistor, and this VO is the constant voltage minus whatever we have across this, that is IC times RC. Okay, so a small change in Vi produces a small change in current Ib. This small change in Ib will produce large change in IC. Large change in IC, when it is made to flow through RC, will create large change in voltage across RC. This large change in voltage across RC will create large change in output voltage. Only thing is this has a negative sign. So if this was like this, then we have the base current changing like this, the collector current also changing like this, and the voltage across RC is also changing like this. And what you see is this is what voltage across RC is changing. And if you look from VCC side, if you look from VCC side, what you see is in the beginning it is reducing and then increasing, then so in all what you find here is just the opposite of it, because you are measuring this quantity. You are not measuring this quantity, we are measuring VCC minus this one. So VCC minus this one means it will be in the negative. So the output is proportional to Vi, whereas the sign of this is negative. So we can say that voltage gain is negative. Voltage gain is negative. That means if input is changing in positive direction, the output is changing in the negative direction, and vice versa. Yes, what happened? A small change here can produce small change here. Small change here will produce large change here. Large change here will produce further large change here because it is multiplied with RC. Whatever change in IC you find times RC, you get across RC, and therefore you get this large change in voltage. So what is it? We have voltage gain, and what about current? Small current here produces large current at the output, therefore we get a high voltage gain was there, high current gain also is possible. So in all, both voltage and current gains are high, therefore we can expect power gain from this circuit. So that's a common emitter. So we have voltage gain VO by VI greater than 1, IO by II greater than 1, and the same time PO by PI is also greater than 1. Done. Now let's get to next part where base is the input and emitter is the output. So the circuit looks something like this. Base is input. So if you want a transistor to work, so the applied input is converted into variable base current proportional to Vi, and this Vi will produce a large emitter current, and this large emitter current, when it flows through the RC, will produce output voltage. So we get an output voltage here, and this output voltage is always equal to the input voltage minus VBE. because this is going to be a fixed voltage. So base to emitter voltage is fixed when this is working. When the transistor is active, the voltage across base emitter is going to be a constant, and this is going to be constant. Therefore, output voltage is input voltage minus VBE, and this is very small in magnitude compared to the input voltage. Therefore, we can say the output is almost equal to input. That means the voltage gain is less than 1, but almost equal to 1. Not equal to 1, almost equal to 1, less than 1. But how about current gain? Current gain is definitely IE by IB, which is very much greater than 1. So this is the circuit which is going to produce only current gain. It's not going to give you any change in voltage. So whenever you are not interested in changing voltage, but yes, you want to amplify only the current, such cases we can go for this circuit where input is at the base, output is at the emitter. So we call it a common collector circuit. In this case, the collector is common to both input as well as output, because input is taken at the base, input is given at the base, output is taken from emitter. So it is called common collector. Has another name that emitter is always following the input, so it's also called emitter follower. So whenever you want to amplify current without changing voltage, we prefer to work with common collector circuit, also known as emitter follower. Okay, then we have one more circuit. Now let me work in terms of PNP transistor, because that gives a easy understanding of working. We have emitter as input, we have collector as output, and base gets into the common. So this is our common base circuit. What does it do? So if you look at the inputs, we have emitter current, we have collector current, and collector current is the emitter current minus base current, and base current is very small. Therefore, the collector current is almost same as emitter current. That means the current here is not going to change much between input and output. It's going to remain the same. That means we can't expect any current gain here. What can we expect? Yes, one thing we can see is this voltage is going to be constant, VBE, always a constant voltage, whereas depending on the applied input, you produce proportional IE. That proportional IE will produce almost equal IC, and this IC, if you make it flow through a resistor RC, if you make it flow through RC, then the voltage across RC will be IC times RC. So this voltage will be very large. This is almost constant and this is large. Therefore, we get a high voltage gain, current gain almost equal to 1. but definitely less than 1 because collector current is a little bit smaller than emitter current. So it is less than 1 but almost equal to 1. So this is used when you need only voltage amplification, where you don't need current to be amplified. But that's not the very common uh, application of this. The common application is when you look from this side, the impedance is because this end is forward biased, therefore the impedance looking from the input side is small, whereas the collector base junction is reverse biased and hence the output impedance will be larger. So whenever we come across with a problem where we have one unit whose impedance is smaller, and if we wanted to connect it to another system whose impedance is large, we cannot directly connect it because there has to be some uh, the impedances have to match so that power is transferred to its maximum extent. That's what the maximum power transfer theorem says. The two ends should impedances should match. So the one which is giving and the one which is taking, they should match with their impedances, but the one which is giving has a low impedance at its output, and the one which wants to take power is having high input impedance. Therefore, if you connect them, there is impedance mismatch, and hence you cannot get a better energy transfer. In such cases, you include this circuit in between, where our input of this is low impedance. So this low impedance, they match each other perfectly, and the output side is high impedance. So this high impedance, they match perfectly. So if you can match these two perfectly, so between these two circuitry, you get a good power transfer. And if these two are matched between these two circuitry, there will be a good power transfer. So overall, you can expect the best possible power transfer from source to destination. Directly, it was not possible. So through this circuitry, it is possible. That's the most common application of common base circuit is for impedance matching. Okay, to summarize, common emitter, both current and voltage are amplified, so which is commonly used in power amplification, voltage amplification, current amplification, all three. Common collector, also known as emitter follower, commonly used where you don't want the voltage to change but only current to get amplified. So we go for common collector or emitter follower, or we go for common base where the common application is when you want to connect one system with low impedance to another system with high impedance. You insert this circuit in between so that perfect impedance matching can be achieved and maximum power can be made to transfer from the source to destination. That's one application of this. So these are the three configurations of a transistor used as an amplifier. More details to follow. So till then, take care. See you. Bye.